Hello everyone, welcome to all of you in my YouTube channel. Today I am going to deliver small presentation on the topic collaborative approach of teaching and learning. As we all know that there are various methods of the teaching. There are so many approaches of the teaching. For example, in our traditional classes, like lecture method is one of the dominated method. Although there are so many other methods, but still in our classes lecture method is one of the dominated teaching approach or dominated teaching method that we incorporate in our classes. So this is what is this method mean, how we can collaborate with students in the class, and how we can set a collaborative environment in the class. This is what I am going to discuss in this particular presentation. So first I have taken a topic, that is collaborative classroom. What should be the collaborative classroom? In the collaborative class, you can read in the screen also. In collaborative class is a class in which students are at the center and teacher is just like the coach or guide or motivator. What happens in our traditional classes, teacher is one of the major person. Okay, teacher is everything, we felt that, and teacher is just like the information giver. All the information are sent from teacher, and the students are regarded as the receiver. But what happens in this type of the classes, basically here the teacher is not at the center, but in our traditional classes, like in our lecture method, teacher is at the center. A teacher is at in front of the whiteboard, and all the students are looking towards the teacher. All the students are looking to the center. That means that teacher is at the center in that particular classes. But in collaborative class, students are at the center. Each and every students are given so many importances. So here the teacher is just like the coach. You know that what the coach do, like the guide or motivator. Teacher just work as a coach who just motivate, who pushes the students to do. You can do, like a teacher motivate their students, teacher can give some tips or ideas, but work has to be done by the student. In collaborative approach, students are divided into various groups. Okay, in performing the collaborative learning approach, as the classroom size is very big. In this case, for example, in a classroom there are 40 students. It is impossible to put all students in a group. So what we have to do, we have to divide the students into number of the groups, and we allowed, that is teacher allowed students to work in a group. So again the students discuss among each other, and come up with some conclusion. And then there should be the interaction between the teacher and students. So general characteristic of the collaborative classes are, what are the general characteristics of the collaborative class? So first one is the shared knowledge among teachers and students. So this characteristic implies that there is the sharing of the knowledge between the among the teachers and students. What happens in our traditional classes, teacher is supposed to be only the information giver. It is believed that teacher is the source of information. Teacher knows everything and student does not know anything. Teacher is supposed at the full, and students are regarded as the empty. That is the approach of our traditional classes. But in the collaborative approach, in the collaborative class, student and teacher exchange their information. There nowadays, in basically in the 21st centuries, there is the so much development of the technology. Student knows many things. Student knows much more, many things more than the teachers. So in such cases, what there be, that students exchange their own knowledge, what they know, and teacher also exchange the knowledge what they know. So it means that there is the collaboration. Teacher listen to the students, student listen to the teacher. So there is a kind of a cooperation, there is the kind of friendly environment. Okay, so this is the demand for the 21st century students also. Of course the basic knowledge should have to given by the teachers. Teacher provide a basic knowledge, the basic understanding about the content and basic skills needed. Okay, okay, for example, teacher just write a topic in the whiteboard, okay, and that topic is completely new. So teacher has to give some basic information, what is its basic concept, how it arises, and after briefing about the topic, then only students are working in a group. So this is also necessary. Okay, this is one of the characteristics. It implies that there is the exchange of the knowledge, sharing of the knowledge among the teacher. Teacher share the knowledge, and student takes it, and also meanwhile student also exchange their knowledge, and teacher also listen. In sharing the knowledge, sharing in during the sharing of the knowledge, student feel comfortable, student encouraged, students get motivated, the student felt that he knows something. So in this way, this is also a type of the learning. So this is what is main important characteristic of the collaborative class. Another characteristic is that shared authority among the teachers and students. What happens, authority means, you all know about that. Shared authority among teachers and students means, in our traditional classes, a teacher has all the authority. For example, setting of the tasks, setting goals, what is the assessment, what are the so many things. All the authorities are only to the teacher. Okay, and we can say that in traditional classes, teacher is dominated. Teacher classroom is dominated by the teacher. But in such collaborative classes, there is the discussion of the teacher and student, so that student teacher frankly say that what are your interest, what are the topic of your interest, and there is the they ask question freely as per the interest, and students are involved in the decision making also. What should be our the task, the designing of the task will be confirmed by discussion with the students. Okay, what are the goals of any particular classes or particular activity, the goals are also set by discussion with the students. So this there is the the authority gets shared. In previous classes, in traditional classes, teacher do not have any interaction with the student, and all the authority is limited to the teacher only. But here the authorities is spread to teacher as well as to the students. Due to his, what happens, students get highly motivated for learning, because they feel that they have chosen particular task, they have set the goal, and they feel the ownership. They feel the ownership in their activity, in their life. For example, in the project work, in the some kind of field visit, they feel that this decision is made by us. So there is a kind of a ownership, feeling of ownership in a student, which motivated student for the learning. So this is another characteristics. Another characteristic is teacher is just as a mediator here in this class. In particularly collaborative classes, teacher as mediator, teacher just like a medium. Okay, I already showed you in characteristic 1. Here teacher is just act as a guide. Okay, coach, or we can say facilitator. Facilitate, just if there are any difficulty, just facilitate. The facility has been given by the teacher. Okay, learning enabler, who improve, who enhances the learning. So your teacher is not called as a teacher, that in our, as in our previous or traditional classes. Okay, so teacher help when student get problem. Whenever student get problem, there is the teacher and he helps. So for example, any student is doing some kind of a numerical or some kind of mathematical questions. In that particular case, if for example, if any student not able to solve, teacher can give some formulas, teacher can give some steps, or teacher can give some algorithms. But main task has done by the student. Teacher provide the way of learning instead of giving direct solution. Here what happens, in our traditional classes, teacher just go to the class and just give the complete solution. But here teacher try to motivate student to learn by their own. In the meanwhile, if the student need any kind of help, teacher provide there. Teacher is just like the media. In the medium, teacher is just like the medium between the learning outcome or the learning goal and the students. Just teacher is just like the bridge. Okay. Through this bridge, because without teacher, I am not saying that it is not like the self study is little bit different thing. But here teacher is there, students are also there, but teacher do not give the complete solution. Teacher just give some steps, some ideas whenever student need. And because of the teacher, there is the motivation among the student to do the concept, and students felt that there is the teacher. Whenever if we got any trouble, we can ask the question to him or her. So this is why what the concept of the teacher as mediator. Okay. Now another concept is heterogeneous grouping of students. In forming the group, I have already told you that if the classroom size is very big, all the students cannot be put in a single group. For example, if there are 40 students in a group, all the 40 students cannot be put in a group and for the group discussion. So basically, in that particular cases, we have to divide the student into the various groups. And there is the formation of the group is very important part here, because if you allow student to form the group by their own, then there may be some sort of difficulties also sometimes. Okay. So a teacher has to help in forming the group. Like, it should consist, the group of the students should consist diverse group of diverse background of the students. Okay. Their due to his learning outcome are high and versatile in nature. Okay. All the talented students should not be kept in the same group. Okay. In if we do so, there may be some there it may lack on some versatile nature. Okay. Versatility. So yes, of course, the talented students, if there are some challenging problems, we have to give that those problem to the so-called talented students. But in forming group, if possible, the group should consist different type of student. There should be talented student, weak students, and other different type of students should be in a single group. For example, there are boys, there are girls, and every day in doing so, there is the mixture of outcome, different, because everyone has their own background. Okay. Every student has their a different understanding. So there is a kind of collaboration between among the students, which help in understanding the concept. So this is the another characteristic of the students, another characteristic of the our collaborative classroom, collaborative classes. Okay. So thank you very much for watching this short and brief presentation. So this is the approach of teaching for 21st century students, as the 21st century students are not like our traditional students. Nowadays there is the dominated the technology dominated era. This is student knows much more than the teacher also, as they are much more friendly with the teachers. So there is the need of maintaining collaboration with the students for the better learning, for the better learning outcome, which drives, which motive towards critical thinking, creative analysis, problem solving nature. So we should not have to motivate our student only for the rote memorization. Rather, we have to motivate them for the creativity, for the problem solving. Problem solving means they can solve any type of problem, not only the routine problem what they are solving from what the problem in their textbook. Rather, students should able to solve the problem encountering in their daily life. So due to which overall overall development of the students possible. So thank you very much.